everybody. It's Safi and Marco, dish out on the movies. And today, Marco's going to give me a hard time. As if he doesn't already give me a hard time every single day of the week. But this is, remember how I gave 25 actresses and 25 actors who I thought Marco could be in a movie with, and I kind of put it like a scenario of what the storyline would be, and I kind of ranked them, kind of, but not really. But anyway, he is going to do the same thing today. He's going to do the same thing for me, but as we did before, we're splitting it up in half because it is a little bit lengthy, and we have other things to do, and it would drive you nuts to have too long of a video. So, without further ado, here is Marco.
Yeah, I thought when Safi was doing this, I thought, the perfect video for Safi's birthday would be to do what she did for me for her, and that probably it would have been a much better idea to do that on my birthday as well, instead of reviewing American Horror Story Hotel. So the announcement too is that for my birthday this year I'll have her do the passed away actors and actresses, because I think it's a fun, like, personalized video. So number one, Safi, get to the poster.
Okay, just a minute.
I have also already made all the posters. Okay, number one is The Switch in the Family. Now that's the title. Has a lot of... Safi goes to a family reunion all by herself. It turns out she is in the wrong one. Someone looks just like her and is related to a mafia family. So they both went to the wrong reunions. Safi has to try and pretend she's a part of their family and get along with them until it's over or get shot in the head. Michael, and of course, this is also a spin-off of Your Honor, because we have Michael Stuhlbarg and the whole fucking mafia family from Your Honor, and I think that this would be a good spin-off idea. You have a little movie with the Baxter family. Suck on that,
Where's
Safi.
Bryan Cranston?
Safi, he's not a part of the mafia family.
Oh, I thought he might be there at the funeral.
No, he's in another pitch. Okay, so scroll the next one. No, to the right, not left, right. Okay, number two is called Double Breakdown. On the way to a horror convention in Cincinnati to meet Kurt Russell, Safi and Marco are having a hard time getting there. It's snowing really badly. Then they accidentally piss off a truck driver. That truck starts harassing them, and it turns out it's a caravan of semi-trucks trafficking young Asian girls. So,
My God.
Like Bing Bing Fawn.
I hate to tell you, but the background for it is a nice sunny summer day. And you're talking about snow.
They go after them, and they have to escape the trucks. Eventually, it turns out Kurt Russell was also late to the convention, and he has to help them and save the day. Obviously, this would be a sequel to Breakdown, where it's in real life instead of in the universe of the movie. So scroll to the right. Number 3 is Monster Tap. Safi and Marco get lost on the way to a bowling tournament because Marco read the wrong directions. Remember that, Safi?
Yes, I do.
That actually happened. A lot of this is based on real little stories. Like, we were on the way to one, and for some reason, like, the Google Maps chose the wrong bowling alley or something.
It's Wilmington, Ohio, and for some reason we have a lot of trouble navigating our way to Wilmington, Ohio. I don't know what the deal is. I think we've had 2 or 3 times in a row where we've gotten lost, and it's not like it's New York City or something. We can't figure out Wilmington, Ohio. I don't know.
Remember that, Safi?
Yeah, I remember. We ended up in some little tiny town.
It was so bad that, like,
cool.
We stopped at, like, this restaurant, and Safi got out, and she's like, I don't know what's going on. You know, like, it was a wonder if we would even get to the tournament.
We just barely made it.
Yeah.
Just barely.
Well, in this one, they get to a bowling alley they think is the one. But it turns out to be a monster bowling alley where zombies, vampires, werewolves, elves, Bigfoots, and Karens are bowling tournaments. They force Safi and Marco to play in the tournament on a monster team with 2 other monsters that are sick. And then the celebrities that I picked were, I thought it would be really cool to see Billy and Lisa Zane in a movie together. Mm-hmm. And so I put them as the main bad guys. They would be a brother and sister monster team. You like that, Safi?
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking of another pitch, but I'm not going to say
What do you mean?
It has nothing to do with this.
Oh, okay.
It just came to me after looking at monsters. I'm thinking about frauds and bad guys. A bowling tournament versus a whole group of, like frauds. And, just to see what that would be like, just to make people into their characters and have them be on a bowling team and just be really funny.
That's what it is. It's got all these. That's why it's called Monster Tap.
Oh, I know you know, like everybody.
You know, like Turkey Tap and stuff like that. So scroll.
That's right.
And at the end, you're gonna pick which one is your favorite. So number 4 is called We Are Not So Different.
Is that Rihanna?
No.
Oh.
Safi takes Marco to his high school reunion where she stays to help out. She sees he has an intense rivalry with Jenna overrated Ortega, a former popular girl. And that's right, she is so overrated, she had to make it on this list. Because I thought, that's just, it's 2023. They play pranks on each other and things get out of control. Safi locks them up in a room together and all of a sudden dead bodies start showing up. Is Marco the killer or did Safi lock him up with one? Plot twist, they are both killers already, and when they are locked up together, they discover it is the only thing they have in common. Scroll. Number 5 is War of the Redheads. After Marco, and this is a take on your pitch that you did, where it was like a comedy, a weird comedy idea. After Marco goes to work at an office led by Ellie Kemper, he goes missing. Safi discovers Ellie's company is a front created by her and other redhead scientists, Jessica Chastain and Bryce Dallas Howard included, who discovered only 10 people in the world are now able to produce redheaded children. After they die, redheads will die off forever due to Hollywood poisoning the food supply.
Well, truth be told, there was something a couple years ago in the news how redheads were phasing out. In other words, in the population, there weren't as many redheads being born.
See?
And that pretty soon there wouldn't be any
I told you.
Being born. And
See?
I thought, well, I have a granddaughter who is a redhead, so it's really funny. And
that's like strawberry blonde.
Our friend Jennifer has a redheaded daughter, so it's just I wondered about that. But it's funny how you propose that idea. So next.
No, I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Damn you. So after they die, can Safi infiltrate the creepy company building with the help of Ricky Gervais to stop this sexual torture from happening. Twilight Zone meets The Office. And so what I thought was like that Twilight Zone episode with the mannequins. I thought that it would be like that or something.
That's a good move. It's a good show.
Scroll. Number 6 is Next Level Workout. Safi wants to write a letter to her favorite VHS workout instructor, played by Jennifer Coolidge.
I don't know who that is.
The mom from American Pie. And the Legally Blonde.
Oh, her, yeah, I like her.
But it turns out that woman went missing in the late 80s. This leads to Safi uncovering a CIA conspiracy which wanted to stop people from doing her specific workout programs, as it led to them evolving into the next stage of mankind.
I think she just won a Golden Globe.
Yeah.
For something.
And so I thought, well, she's in right now, so I have to put her in. I was gonna put Barbara Streisand because she did that workout instructor thing in the Meet the Parents.
Oh, nah.
Scroll.
No, I think she's funny.
Number 7 is the Safi and Marco Dish Out on Movies movie. And this would be a cartoon. So I kind of tried to make it look like a cartoon poster. I thought, it would probably save a lot on a budget for this pitch if you just did it as a cartoon. Safi turns lesbian and gets together with... She gets together with Kathy Najimy, and I based this off of when that woman turned lesbian for Ellen.
God, that woman she died.
I know, but I told you I had to think of like real things that happen.
That really happened.
And they start a corporate sponsored fake SJW YouTube channel called Safi and Kathy Gently Discuss Movies at Tea Time. Meanwhile, Marco gets together with Lady Gaga as revenge and competes with her YouTube channel after the disgusting betrayal. It turns out to work out for the best, because it turns out that she's better at doing commentaries than Safi.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. She'd probably just sing a commentary every time, and she's really good at it, and she's really creative, so...
Scroll to the right. Number 8. Are you on there? That's more than a stain. Safi sees that creepy Gus from Breaking Bad lookalike at the laundromat washing
in a while either.
Washing bloody clothes. And if you guys don't know, we have seen a guy who looks exactly like Gus from Breaking Bad at the laundromat.
More than once.
And he acts like him, he dresses like him.
And I know.
It's really bizarre.
And I keep wanting to ask him, but I'm afraid. I'm just afraid because I probably sound like a weirdo, but if anybody's ever said to him, "You sure do remind me of
He looks
Gus."
a lot like, so they determine he must have killed someone, and he's doing the laundry, like in Better Call Saul. So she teams up with a private investigator duo, also played by Gus, Giancarlo Esposito, and Tony Dalton, to follow him and figure out what he's up to. And so I thought it would be cool, since they hated each other in Better Call Saul, it would be fun to see them working as a team.
Yeah, will be fun to see them both in the show again.
So, beat that.
Too bad they had to screw that up.
Scroll to the right. We don't want to overstay our welcome with the pitch.
I went too far. Is it objective red binder?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is the apocalypse. Stamps are the new currency. Safi is very unhappy with someone, played by Bradley Cooper, who took her most valuable red stamp book without asking in 2022. Two of them. She has to team up with a gang of outlaws and hookers to fight that guy who has her stamps and his gang of pirates.
Well,
what do you think of that? Pretty cool?
Yeah.
See?
It doesn't even look like Bradley Cooper.
I know, I wanted someone who would be good as that role. So scroll. Number 10, Halloween Store from Hell. Safi gets trapped in Foy's, where she finds out they are using humans to make the decorations.
What do you mean?
They're like torturing humans and like casting their body parts with like plaster and stuff like that and killing them. Safi, you're going to sleep. God
Sorry.
damn it.
I'm
Safi.
fine now.
You
Headless Horseman.
this is how bad the pitch is?
No,
God.
this is actually hilarious. He looks like he's puking up green puke.
Yeah, remember that they have that at Foy's, the Halloween store?
Mm-hmm.
That's when several decorations come to life and help her defeat the evil store. The head decoration is a headless horseman played by Nicolas Cage.
I see that.
You like that, Safi?
Yeah.
Scroll to the right. Number 11, DeadCon. This is based after last year. It's not the person who I wanted to meet, but I thought that it would be an interesting casting.
That's Sarah.
Yeah, after not getting to meet Sarah
Gellar.
Michelle Gellar at a horror convention, Safi discovers there is actually a secret entrance to a horror convention in hell filled exclusively with dead actors who have nothing left to do. Safi has to try to kill the actress Marco wanted to meet most to get them in the dead convention. When they're dead, Safi discovers she killed the wrong actress and, and has to help Christy Swanson escape that dead convention and go to heaven. And you know, if you don't know, Christy Swanson played Buffy in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the two Buffys. I thought that would be cool.
Yeah, I wonder how Sarah Michelle Gellar is.
Oh, she's gone full feminazi.
But the husband and kids are getting to be adults?
Yeah, she said that men won't watch female superhero movies because they have women in them. Which is just the biggest little bullshit I've ever heard.
Oh, Sarah.
Yeah, I know.
How could you?
So scroll to the right. So number 12, are you on the next one?
Dish out, the food one, the soup, or whatever that is.
Speak up, Safi.
Soup one, or whatever.
Safi and Marco dish out on movies.
Oh, okay.
The movie.
Oh, okay.
So we would have another movie, but this one would be more practical to do in person. Safi makes a
How
bet.
else would you do a movie?
Well, I told you the other one would be a cartoon. You know, like King of the Hill.
Live action versus a cartoon.
Or claymation, like Tim Burton. Safi makes a bet with Marco that the other can't rank everything that has ever existed in the universe. And that's anything. They spend the entire movie trying to rank everything ever. Plants, movies, books, food, people, smells, tastes, textures, everything. The stakes are high. If Marco wins, Safi has to somehow get Winona Ryder to come over and have a sleepover.
Oh my.
If Safi wins, what?
No, and she's gotten older. She's an adult now.
Yeah, but she has to come over and watch the movie. If Safi wins, Marco has to eat gazpacho.
Oh, is that what that is?
Surprise!
Yeah.
When Winona Ryder comes over, but the twist is her favorite food is gazpacho.
Oh.
So that's what they have to have for dinner.
Ah.
See, doesn't that sound like a fun time,
I
Safi?
love gazpacho.
Like a fun but flawed ride. Because I thought, like, that would be a really easy movie to do without, like, any budget, even, basically. So, scroll to the right. Number 13, The People Under Hilltop Road. After Safi and Marco's house was stolen by them, they hire a voodoo witch played by Angela Bassett to help them. And this is also a take on your pitch. She tells them to go back there and look underneath the bathtub they left in the yard. It is then they discover underneath the bathtub that it was kept there so that it could cover up a secret passageway into an underground place filled with the inbred mutated children of the landlords. There is also a treasure down there and the actual deed to their house. They have to get the deed and treasure and fight off the gross relatives and landlords, who themselves they turn out to be half human, half maggots. The voodoo witch eventually sends her daughter, played by Lindy Greenwood, to help them. Safi? You're asleep.
No, I'm not.
Again.
No,
Wake up.
I'm not.
Wake up, Safi.
I'm not asleep.
You like that one, Safi?
That's sad.
Okay, scroll to the right. Sit up, Safi. Take off that hood. You look like you're sleeping everywhere.
No.
Number 14 is Unpleasantville.
That was in black and white.
Safi finds herself trapped in Pleasantville due to having to get a new remote after someone else spilled beer all over it. Instead of Don Knotts being the TV repair guy, it's Jerry Mathers, a.k.a. Beaver Cleaver. When she's inside, she sees that Unpleasantville is in a dystopian future due to the things that happened in the first movie. Emma Stone leads the town as the evil feminazi mayor. Safi has to restore Unpleasantville back to what it used to be before the characters in the town pitch a reboot to the network as a woke agenda show, which is so bad. And it's so bad, too, that it makes the network destroy Pleasantville's existing episodes, and thus the town forever. So, what do you think of that? See, it's like, that's what would happen, though. Because they took down the patriarchy and replaced it with trash. So, scroll to right. Number 15 is, but we had a birthday reservation. For Marco's birthday, he demands to go to the upstairs restaurant.
We have to go all the way to California to do that.
And let's explain what an upstairs restaurant is, Safi, because people might not know.
They don't.
We went to California, and it sucked. It was terrible.
No, we just didn't have a good area, I guess. Or
1 star out of 5 being generous, especially the food. But we went.
Should have been good.
We went to the place where the Great Outdoors movie was filmed. That resort, Bass on the Lake.
Right.
And they had 2 restaurants. One was downstairs and one was upstairs. And the upstairs restaurant was really good. And for some reason, Safi would not let me go to the upstairs restaurant a second time. Like, we had to get frozen pizza for some reason. Like, it was like, let's just go to the upstairs restaurant once more. But no, we had to go to the store and get frozen pizza. Safi. So, they go there and are told the upstairs was never a restaurant in history. They discover the resort has been taken over by shape-shifting creeps, led by R.L. Stine, and are holding the former employees hostage. Their goal, total privacy living at this resort. And it's very easy since there's no internet at all.
Oh, God.
Marco and Safi have to kill the shape-shifting colony and restore the upstairs restaurant universe in time for his birthday celebration extravaganza. And of course, I just thought it'd be fun if R.L. Stine acted in a movie.
I know, it would be.
So
I think he could do just fine.
Scroll to the right.
Oh, it's gonna that itchy eye. Okay.
Number 16, still the same. Safi discovers she is the reincarnation of the Black Dahlia. She has to team up with Vince Vaughn to solve her past life's
not
murder.
Vince Vaughn, is it?
Yeah, it is. But that's when she discovers that Vince Vaughn is the reincarnation of the killer. So it's and I just thought it would be funny since, Vince Vaughn has already done like a body switching movie where he switches bodies with a teenage girl.
Really?
Yeah, it's really stupid.
Is this L.A.? The background?
Yeah. Scroll to the right. Number 17, the not missing person. Safi gets targeted by an evil conspiracy of true crime YouTubers, led by Danny DeVito, who want to make Safi go missing and craft a scary story to tell on their YouTube channel. Safi has to stop them before they get her. What do you think of that, Safi? Scroll to the right. Number 18, Alex Jones was right.
Oh, God. Not right about anything. He's a dipshit.
Well, that's why this is a movie. Marco has become famous. He invites Safi to the Bohemian Grove for a special party. It is when she goes there she discovers Alex Jones was right.
That'd be a cold day in hell.
He has become a vampire witch, along with the other secret Hollywood vampires like
What his problem is?
Lady,
Vampire?
yeah, like Lady Gaga and Keanu Reeves. Safi has to take them down and get her son out of Bohemian Grove before they commit their annual 100 children sacrifice ritual. You like that one, Safi? I think that'd be pretty funny. Scroll to the right. Number 19, I'll take that with crickets. Safi is nostalgic for her trip to Africa and begins developing an unhealthy obsession with eating crickets and everything. She starts adding crickets to all meals like that woman in Goosebumps Old Story episode.
Ew.
Eventually, she is eating 99% of the crickets on the market in the world. This causes the evil government to create an army of super crickets to take down Safi and stop her from taking one of their favorite foods away from them. Safi, you're going to sleep.
Sorry, I'm tired. I woke up in the middle of the night, remember?
The head of the super crickets is half human and he's played by James Spader.
Oh my God.
Safi has to fight them off and survive. Scroll to the right. Number 20. What it's like being a whammon in the gym. In a dystopian feminazi future, Marco is sentenced to 120 years in prison for staring at girls in the gym. For every single second he has looked at a woman while working out, a year is added to his sentencing total. 120 seconds is 120 years. One of the accusers, played by Dakota Fanning, is sort of like an Amber Heard style character.
Yeah.
But she changes her mind and realizes he wasn't doing anything wrong. Safi, with the help of Dakota Fanning, has to break him out of prison and escape the evil feminazi empire that has come to power in America. What do you think of that?
That's funny.
It's true. Number 21. Scroll to the right. Snow Day Forever. After shopping for the awful Swedish Christmas dinner, Safi and the family enjoy it together. Marco has brought over Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
Jimmy has brought over Thomas Hayden Church dressed in drag.
Oh.
They then realize it's snowing more than usual outside. The next day, it has snowed 20 feet and shows no signs of stopping. It turns out everyone on Earth is on the naughty list, so Santa has covered the world in snow to keep them inside forever and make them thankful for what they have. Safi and the family have to adapt and survive. What do you think of that, Safi? I didn't want to cast Aubrey Plaza on anything, but then I thought, she would be the hardest person for you. Like, you would be the most irritated by her. So, I thought she's pretty perfect for the position. Number 22. A complexion to die for. Safi learns Marco wants to transition into becoming a wax figure person because he believes he will be able to interact with the other ones at the museum, like Alfred Hitchcock and Audrey Hepburn. As Marco continuously does gross and horrifying things to make himself into a wax person, Safi realizes once he's fully waxed, the museum will own him forever. Marco starts sneaking into the museum and hanging out with the wax figures. But once he's with them, he can't escape anymore. He's fully wax. The wax figures want to help change him back and save him from the evil museum. Safi breaks in and teams up with the Joker's mannequin, played by Willem Dafoe.
Oh, really?
To help Marco turn human and escape. So
Is that who this is right here?
Yes, Safi. That's an art piece by someone. Scroll to the right. Number 23. Ha ha, what's the twist? While on vacation in Wisconsin, Safi and her family get into a competition to write the scariest story to tell in the dark. That's when people start getting killed off in their cabins. Well, it turns out Marco made his story by getting a bunch of actors, including Matthew Lillard and Olivia Cooke from Bates Motel, to pretend they're getting axed off. That's when, surprisingly, a monster snatches Marco and his actor friends and goes off with them, presumably to kill them. Safi has to team up with a group of rednecks to track them down and save them.
Wisconsin rednecks.
What?
It's just like, is there such a thing?
There is in this movie. So scroll to the right. Number 24, Last Vacation on Earth. Everyone in the country is informed they will have to move to Mars due to Earth not being safe anymore. Safi gets together with a few people like Johnny Depp and Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Marco and tries to go on the best road trip ever to have one last laugh before they have to leave Earth forever. Along the way, they discover the reason they have to go to Mars is because everyone on Earth is turning into zombies. Can they avoid zombies while also having a great American vacation? What do you think of that?
That sounds good.
Scroll to the right for the last one for today. Number 25. Oh no, it's John Waters! Safi wants to boost her reselling business since she spilled red wine on the carpet everywhere on her birthday by going to garage sales all day. The only problem is John Waters has moved to town and he is going around to every garage sale to buy anything and everything, including cool furniture and knickknacks. So Safi has to try to get to the garages before him and use other tricks and schemes to keep him away so she can make the money she needs. What do you think of that, Safi?
Cool.
Well, now you have to say what is your favorite pitch and least favorite pitch and why.
Oh, well, I like the bowling one because I like all the monsters. I think it'd be funny to see them bowl. The least favorite one, I guess, is Aubrey Plaza.
Well, I didn't want to cast her, but I thought that it would be the funniest since you would be the most irritated by her.
Yeah. Well, that's just, I don't like her.
Really?
Anyway, I don't think she belongs where she is. But anyway, the bowling one would be fun. Wouldn't it be fun to be with Frankenstein and
the Wolfman.
Wolfman, and watch them bowl and get excited.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
So that was the movie, like where you're having a tournament with all these monsters.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So I thought that'd be cool.
I wouldn't even care about winning or anything because it'd just be so much fun to watch them bowl
And Billy and Lisa Zane are the main bad guys.
So that was really good. I enjoyed that a lot.
Really?
So I hope everybody listens to this because it's funny. I know. Even if you don't know me, it's just Marco's got a good imagination, and he well, the posters are really good. Hopefully I don't know, are you going to get to post the posters? Or
Yeah, Safi, I put all the posters on them.
Oh, okay.
I put all that's why I have to, it takes so much time to like edit, because I'm listening back to the video and then putting them in.
His high school puts out, when he went to high school, he's graduated several years ago, but anyway, they really lost out on not having him as part of the yearbook.
Yeah, I know.
They win awards every year, and it was probably one of the biggest mistakes they ever made.
Oh, so you really like the posters?
Oh, I think the posters are great. He's really good at.
Well, which poster would be your favorite then?
Oh, I don't know.
Pick one.
All I can do is think about the monsters and seeing them bowl and just being with them, and wouldn't that be fun, just to spend an evening doing something fun with those monsters and seeing them act like just having fun and not going after people and trying to suck their blood or trying to bite their neck or whatever.
Well, I thought, monsters won a bowl too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So everybody, we'll be back tomorrow, and this weekend, I guess Sunday or Monday, Marco will be doing Your Honor, and
I think it's hard for me to pick a favorite out of these, because I kind of like the Safi and Marco dish out on movies, because both of them seem like they're like, when like people make a big movie, it's like really like over the top, and there's some huge complicated story. Mm-hmm. Like I think it would be cooler to just make something like simple. And so I kind of like both of those the best, I guess, out of the ones for today.
Well, I think Marco did an excellent job. So I think almost 99% of them I laughed. I thought they were funny. So
they might be a little too scary for you, though.
Nah.
Because you were scared. You said I was just going to put you as an old woman or something.
Well, that's because I'm older, so why not? But it's be fun just to be myself. I wonder if I would overact or underact, or I would do fine.
Oh, you do terribly, Safi, remember?
No, I did acting in high school.
No.
A ton of it.
Because before we did this YouTube channel, I wanted to start doing a YouTube review channel in the style of Chauncey. And
Why? Just do your own thing. Don't even...
Safi, it was the 5th grade.
Oh.
And I wanted to do... The first review I wanted to do was on Halloween 2. And I said, Safi, you could do this scene, and it's a parody scene, and it's the mom and Michael Myers, and Safi would not do it at all, and it took her like hours and hours to convince her to do it, and she started yelling and complaining, and then she did the scene. She put like no effort into it at all, and it's probably like the worst acting I've ever seen in history. Oh, wait, no, I never filmed it, but, like, she read the lines, and it was like, it was somehow worse than Rob Zombie's wife in any of her performances. Like, that was how bad Safi's acting was.
Okay, I gotta go take a nap.
In that rehearsal scene. You remember that, Safi?
No.
Why did you do that?
Mm.
You destroyed the whole channel.
Okay, we have to go now. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.